Hi, everybody. Before we get to another great interview, we could really use your help. IMDb, which is the entertainment database, recently named the Two Opinionated podcast one of its top 100 podcasts. This is a monumental feat for this program. We're a father and son team out of a small town in West Virginia, have been doing this for about 5 years. There's 15 million podcasts out there. About 40,000 of those get to the point that they're listed on IMDb. Out of those 40,000 out of the 15 million, we were ranked number 82. Something that we're just immensely proud of. We're so thankful for our listeners, our watchers, our fans. Thank you so, so much. If you would like to help us out, and we're asking for it, please. It's easy. It's really easy. It's free. If you go to IMDb, that's imdb.com, look up Two Opinionated Podcast, and just take a look at the page. That's all you have to do. I mean, you're welcome to look at the cast, look at the episodes so you can kind of see who's been on the program. Do whatever you want. But even just bringing up the page, imdb.com, Two Opinionated Podcast, bring up the page, look at it. That helps us so much. So please, if you can do anything, we would really appreciate that. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. Love to have your subscription there. It's also free. And you can also check out our website, meistercon.com, where you'll find almost 700 episodes, audio and video, available on there. There's also a terrific blog from Brett, and it'll let you know anything that we have going on in studio, if we're covering a convention, if we're going on location, anything that we have going on will be on the website, meistercon.com. Thank you guys so, so much. We appreciate you so much. I can't express enough how appreciative we are of all of you. We never expected to do as well as we have, and that's all because of you. Thank you so much. Enjoy that interview. Bye, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Two Opinionated. So excited today. I've got singer Lovetta with me. So welcome, Lovetta.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
I have to tell you, you have an amazing voice.
Thank you. If you can't tell, it's kind of I'm losing it as we speak, but thank you for saying
Is that from
that.
overuse, or are you fighting something?
Oh, maybe a little of both. I had a couple shows this past weekend, so I think I'm just kind of recovering from that and the talking and the singing and the drinking and the
I was in Virginia Beach over the weekend for a ska festival.
Okay.
I didn't even know what
How was
ska
that?
was.
How was the ska festival?
Well, there was a band from Tokyo that was amazing. The Tokyo
Okay.
Ska Super Orchestra or something like that. It had some weird name.
Love it.
They were amazing. Most of the music, like, they were really talented musicians, but not really my type of music.
Fair. It's
Yeah.
very specific. I feel like it's a very niche.
I was
It's probably
laughing.
good for like an hour. You're probably like
That's it. You can only,
digging it for like
like,
an
for
hour,
me,
and then you're kind of
small doses. But
yeah.
I will say that the majority of the fans at the festival were probably in that 40 to 45-year-old range, because they all grew up, with No Doubt and some of those ska bands.
Yeah.
So they're big fans. And watching, because I can't dance. I mean, I am terrible. I can do that kind of middle school sway back and forth.
Yeah, just a
That's
little
it.
sway.
Yeah, just like that. That's ska dancing. I was like, maybe I need to be a fan of ska.
Maybe these are my people.
I think they were.
Just a big crowd of people swaying just subtly.
It was a bunch of old guys, like me, wearing hats and just swaying back and forth. I'm like,
I love it.
I need to appreciate this music.
I love that for you. I love that for you.
So Lovetta, let's talk a little bit about what got you into music. Why'd you want to become a singer? Because obviously that's not an easy path.
No, it's not. I picked a really hard thing to do. I fell in love with it at a really young age. I used to, love to perform for my family. And I'm from a small town in Michigan, so there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity there, but I took every opportunity I did, as far as like singing at, school events and hockey games. And I did some musical theater growing up. I think musical theater was really the place that I fell in love with the stage. I'm an actor as well, so I think just performing in general. I was 8 years old when I got my first role, and I was singing and acting, and I fell in love. And I've been pursuing it ever since.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Have you got designs to continue the acting while you're working on the music?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm auditioning, and I have an agent here in Nashville. I'm going to acting class every week, and I'm making my own films, making my own stuff, writing my own stuff. So, got my hands in a million different little things.
Yeah,
So,
that's what you got to do. You know, so
yeah, it's nice. I love it. I'm busy, but I'm very thankful.
yeah, that's terrific and kind of fun. Have you got to
Mhm.
do theater?
I haven't gotten to do theater in a very long time. I did it growing up, and I've thought about it before, but with like, um, I got Lovetta, I've got my band Roanoke, and I've got film and stuff, and stage work takes a lot of time. So I haven't really found like a period of time that I've been able to, just concentrate on something like that. I'd love to again, though. I would love to do it again. It's a beautiful,
Well,
beautiful thing.
you've got the voice, so
Thank you.
you could totally do theater for
Thank
sure.
you.
That's definitely an advantage because a lot of people they got to really work for the voice. You've already got.
Yeah, it's the dancing part that I'd have to really work for.
I'd love to help you with that, but I've
Yeah, we could
already
do the
stated.
sway.
Yeah, that's
We
all I
got
got. That's
we
all I
could do the
got. If that
sway.
helps in any way.
It does.
What made you choose to go out and do some solo music? I know you've got the band as well, but what made you split those two up?
Yeah, I was just writing a lot, and I feel like we worked really hard on cultivating kind of a sound and a brand for the band. And I started writing and felt like those songs didn't necessarily fit into what I'd done with the band. And so, but I thought they were really special, and they felt very true and authentic, and I thought they deserved to see the light of day.
Yeah.
And I love being in a band. It's so different than, being in a solo project, like totally different dynamic and experience. um, and I've been doing the band for about like 9 years now. So I just wanted to branch out and do something on my own, do something that felt like completely, truly me. Kind of feel a little bit more freedom in that area.
It would for me if that was me doing that. I mean, it would definitely add a lot to your plate because you've got two different projects you're working on plus the acting. But
Yes.
it would it would almost make the solo stuff a little easier because you've already established yourself with a band, if that makes sense. You kind of it allows you to take some chances. I think that maybe if all you have was the solo part, you might be a little more conservative in what you're doing, which maybe the music's not as good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the biggest thing that's been kind of an eye opener here is like, Lovetta is a new project, but I've done the process before. So it's
Right.
like things are happening a little bit faster because starting the band was my very first time in Nashville, and my first time kind of like in the music business, doing the touring, going on the road, getting band members together, doing the business side was all such a learning curve, and it took a lot of like trial and error, and I'm still always learning and trying and failing and learning from that. But I kind of definitely know the landscape a little bit better now, which is very helpful.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that would totally make sense. You're probably breezing through it now. At least the
I wouldn't say
logistic
that, but
part.
I'm trying. Yeah.
No, it's not easy. It's not easy because it's the easy part's actually making the music. It's getting eyes on the music that's the
Yeah,
hard one.
absolutely. And it's kind of, these days especially, it's artists are expected to kind of have their hands in every little thing and do everything. Which is awesome because, it leaves a lot of room for creative control and kind of taking control of your own career. But yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah. So we've been listening, That's kind of what we do when I've got musicians on. The whole family listens to the music, and then I try to get feedback from them. Surprisingly, we all love the music, but the one that loved it the most was my mother. She absolutely loves your voice.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and
well, I
that's
love
rare
that. What's
for
your,
her because she normally doesn't she likes
yeah.
instrumental stuff but usually doesn't listen to singers. But yeah, she really enjoyed your voice. That surprised me. Not that you
Oh,
weren't terrific, you are.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Just mom's a hard sell.
she's a hard
What's
sell.
mom's name?
Her name's Martha.
Martha. Well, thank you, Martha. I appreciate that. That makes me feel special.
Yeah, that's I thought that was pretty great. So we listened and watched the video for Gravity, which I think was your first single that you put out. And
Yes.
yeah, the music, the song is terrific, but you did a really good job on the video.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was kind of a hodgepodge of a video too. We had initially just planned to kind of get like little clips for social media, but we ended up getting so much material that we're like, let's just slap together a music video, and it actually turned out pretty cohesive. And yeah, I kind of tried to keep everything pretty cohesive and relevant to the song. So
When you're I know you're just it's just getting out there, but when you're making a video like that and you've got like multiple outfit changes in that, how does that work? How do you put that together? Do you just do you have the one outfit on, record all of the parts for that outfit and then switch to the other one, or do you keep switching back and forth?
yes, so it's basically I picked a location and picked an outfit. So we'd shoot everything at that location with that outfit,
Okay.
and then kind of move to the next location, change, and then yeah, just kind of edit everything together.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. But that has to be kind of fun. You get to do a little bit of acting, which you're already
Hmm.
experienced at. You get to, I'm assuming, kind of choreograph the movements and stuff that you do, and then you've got the music in that. Does putting together a music video, does it make you want to write on the acting side?
Um, yeah, as far as like screenplays and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I really it's great. I love doing music videos because like you said, it's a combination of like my music and acting and filmmaking. I do some screenwriting as well. So yeah, being able to kind of put it all into one medium is really special. I recently worked on another music video for my next single. I
Hmm.
produced it and directed it with my best friend, Whitney Resides. She's incredible. And Ben itself, DP'd, had an amazing team. But we were able to, it was kind of a bigger concept. I won't say too much about it because it's on the horizons, but that one was really cool because it kind of had like a little bit of a storyline, and we did the whole thing. We did the storyboard, we did the treatment, we did the shot list. So that one was really cool. It was I was trying to do Whitney kind of did most of the directing on the day of shooting, but I was doing the whole being in front of the camera and trying to play producer and director at the same time. And
Yep.
so yeah, I love being able to like combine my worlds. It's amazing. It's really special.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Is that one going to be your third single, or is that the
That's my
second
second
one?
single.
Okay, so that's having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was my favorite. I thought that
Mhm.
was amazing,
Thank you.
and I can't.
Thank you so much.
I
I'm
don't.
really excited about it.
Well, I'm not musical. I can appreciate music. I'm not musical, so I can't tell you why, but it brought back feelings of nostalgia in me, not
I love it.
necessarily from the song, the words, but the way that you sing, the sound of your voice. I don't know why, but it makes me think back to musicians that I've listened to throughout my life, and I don't know why. I'm not smart enough to make the connection, but I thought it had a very nostalgic feel, and I really liked it.
Thank you. I love that. That's been kind of my I guess theme in a lot of my recent songwriting is nostalgia. I'm a very nostalgic person. And I definitely have been capturing that in a lot of my like in the songwriting and the production and the video. So thank you. I'm so glad that you
Oh, good.
kind
Yeah,
of it's like translating.
yeah, yeah, it definitely is. Do you play any instruments?
I do. I play acoustic guitar and electric guitar, a little bit of keys for like writing and stuff like that. But
Yeah, yeah, you kind of need a little bit of piano to write.
yeah, yeah, it's helpful. It's helpful. I do most of my writing on the guitar, but anytime I get to get my hands on a piano, it's fun.
Do you sing acoustic at times?
Not very often. I actually don't love it. I like try to do some just like solo acoustic shows, and I love creating with people so much. And so that compared to just like being on a stage alone with an acoustic guitar, feels very lackluster to me.
We don't want that.
Which like yeah, and other people do it great. Like not to like downplay like some people that's that's how they thrive and that's kind of like it's beautiful and amazing. But for me personally, I love having a band on stage with me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty special. So the
It
new
is.
single that comes out, I think, on the 28th, if I'm
Yes.
remembering correctly, Having a Good Time. What's that song about?
That song is about kind of embracing the chaos of life. I was feeling very chaotic, like everything was happening very quickly. I had a lot going on. I could not keep up. I was feeling very stressed. My anxiety was through the roof. And I kind of just had this moment where I was like looking around at the things that I was stressed about. And I was like, oh, I'm stressed about the things I have to do for music. I'm stressed about, making these films. I'm stressed about like it was just all these things of like, oh, I'm stressed about these friend hangs that I have to go do and just kind of taking a moment to be like, no, these are all like beautiful, lovely things. And kind of embracing the chaos and realizing that life is really fun if you kind of sit down and realize what you have.
I love that explanation because I feel that way too. Like sometimes I have to check myself because I'm like overly busy. And what
Mm-hmm.
ends up happening is I end up getting stressed at the good stuff, the stuff where I should be
Yes.
relaxing and just enjoying what I'm doing. I'm too busy worrying about other things that I need to get done. So it's almost like I turn it into an inconvenience when I should be
Mm-hmm.
just enjoying the time.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's something I have to like remind myself every day because I'm very like task oriented and get things done kind of person. And I going back to nostalgia, I feel like us as humans we have this terrible habit of not being able to be in the present, and we're always like looking at the past and kind of feeling nostalgic about the past and how the past was better and kind of longing for those moments. But I remember feeling this way in those moments as well,
Yeah.
so I guess just really all about like sitting back and enjoying the journey.
I mean, if you're not going to enjoy the good times, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that I love the idea for that song. I loved Gravity. Is the plan to keep releasing singles to lead up to like an EP or an album?
Yeah, I'd love to. I don't have any like solid plans to release an EP or album at the moment. We're kind of just doing the single thing, but I definitely have enough songs to kind of make a collection. So, and as artists, I love the idea of making an album. I would love to make an album, but just kind of waiting for the right time to do it.
Yeah, no, it completely makes sense.
Yeah,
Did you tour with the band?
I did. Yes, quite a bit.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Is that a enjoyable time or is that a busy, stressful time?
That is a great question. Both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking back at it, it's like it's some of my favorite memories. I mean, I got to just I love traveling, so I just got to travel, play music with all my best friends. So it was, beautiful and lovely and amazing. But yeah, there were stressful times about it. It's hard to be on the road for long periods of time. Not kind of like having your home base and worrying about the food you're going to eat and getting it loaded on time and also trying to, worry about social media and, all that kind of stuff is and where you're staying and the money and it can feel chaotic.
Yeah.
um and so I love it. I love being on the road. I love playing shows. And I guess it's just another situation where it's like I really do have to sit back and be like, no, this is amazing and I feel so lucky to be able to do this even though it's stressful.
I mean, do you perform solo at times?
As far as like
Like
with Lovetta, or you,
yeah, with Lovetta, do you
or,
perform just do you do shows by yourself, I guess, without the band?
oh, gotcha. No, I don't love it. Yeah, it's not my favorite thing to do. Very rarely. I think I've done like one or two. But anytime I get to have the band with me, I definitely prefer it.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they willing to play while you sing the new stuff?
Oh, okay. So I have a different, well, you mean the band with my new stuff?
Yeah. Yes.
I actually, so it's kind of funny. Roanoke has been, we've been playing for 9 years. So it's like we've had, um, just because everybody stays so busy, we've had instrumentalists and friends who have just been in and out of the band.
Right.
So I definitely have like, are using some of the same people because they're my dearest friends and I trust them and they're so talented. So when I do have my Lovetta shows, I do usually bring on people that have played for the band before,
Well, that
plus a
makes
couple,
sense.
other people. Just yeah, they're incredible. I'm very lucky to be in a community of just ridiculously talented people.
I didn't realize it until I was prepping for the interview, but I actually saw a movie that you were in, um, Lost Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why I watched it, because I had been wanting to have Don Most on the podcast.
Oh, I love
Oh,
Don.
yeah, he was in the movie. Um,
Yeah.
so I watched it. It's also got Victoria Jackson, which I always loved
Mm-hmm.
on SNL.
Yeah. Adore them.
But you were really good in that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was fun.
That-
I got to it was kind of in the midst of, we got to film it in my home state. And then so I was filming, I was in the middle of tour too. So I was like filming for a week and then I
no
drove to
stress.
Wisconsin, played a couple shows, drove back, was filming. It was really fun, really special.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of great. How long a shoot was it?
Gosh. I want to say 2.5, 3 weeks.
Oh, it's not
I
too
was
bad.
on that. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was manageable.
I think you'll have to tell me, but I think didn't it come out at some point in 2020?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
thought, because I was like, I think we watched that while we were stuck at
yeah,
home.
yeah, I think it was 2020 or 2021 because I remember going to the premiere and everybody was masked up because it was still, full of
So you got to at
COVID.
least do a premiere, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do a little cast and crew premiere.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of people I've talked to over the last couple of years. They didn't get to do a premiere, and a lot of it was
Yeah,
COVID. They just skip that,
missed
which
out
I
on
thought
it.
was
Yeah.
disappointing. You work so hard, the
Yeah.
premiere is like the reward.
Exactly. It's the fun. I was gonna say it's the fun part, but there's a lot of fun parts.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's not terrible. Um,
no.
so growing up, who were your musical inspirations?
Um, gosh, I listen to a lot of female artists, which I'm so thankful for. My mom listened to a lot of them. I listened to like a lot of like Alanis Morissette, Sheryl Crow, the Cranberries, Stevie Nicks. Those were kind of my top ladies growing up.
I think that's why it was giving me those kind of feelings, was because
Yeah.
it reminded me of a lot of those singers, just those kind of strong female singers. That's kind of your voice.
No, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
I'm going to see Alanis Morissette at the Austin City Limits Festival next month.
Oh my God.
So excited about that.
Jealous. Very
That's a
jealous.
big
She's
one. It's got
incredible.
Foo Fighters too, but they're like the two headlines. But there'll be a ton of acts. But
Okay. Oh my gosh, amazing.
I know we need to get you there.
I know. I agree.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Put you on a little stage up there.
Oh yeah.
A couple hundred
A
thousand
dream.
people, no problem.
Yeah. I'll do that.
You've got a
Done and
good
done.
festival voice because it's strong.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I
Thank
think
you.
that's I think as much as I enjoyed listening and watching the music, I'm betting that live you're even better.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's kind of like I would say that feels like the payoff of everything is getting to perform live, and I love it. It feels like just spiritual and amazing and beautiful. So yeah, I love being on stage.
That's pretty great. When you when you're doing auditions, are you still submitting remotely?
Yes, yeah, there's still self tapes. Yep, it's all switched to self tapes, which is good. I think, it gives you more of an opportunity. You don't have to be, in California. You could be here in Nashville submitting, and so it's pretty cool.
I mean, I think that's the advantage. You have
Yeah.
control. It's less time. Plus, you
Yes.
can obsess over which take you want to send in. The
Yeah.
downside is you don't get any direction. So if the take
Right.
doesn't hit, they just move on. Where if you were
Yep.
in there, they might give you some direction and give you another shot at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you also don't get that kind of one-on-one kind of like communication, which is priceless as well. And yeah, a lot of times they'll watch maybe 3 seconds of your tape and make a decision,
Yeah.
if the role's for you or not in that kind of like brief little moment. And yeah, definitely some pros and cons for sure.
I think that's a pretty good point, because even if you don't get a role, if you're in the room and you're making those connections, they might remember you
Yeah,
for another role down the road.
exactly. With these self-tapes, they're seeing so many people. It's, near impossible to remember a face. And yeah.
Yeah. I know,
Yeah.
good and bad.
Yes.
I think I would prefer the self tapes because I'm kind of an introvert, but I think you might get more out of being face to face, but that's just not
Yeah.
the way we're doing it now.
For sure. It is a little bit more like I remember the in-person ones being very like very nerve-wracking. The anxiety of like being in person. The self-tapes, you kind of just, you bring your friends over to read with you. So it's a little bit more of a calmer environment. But yeah, those face-to-face interactions are priceless in my
Do
opinion.
you have acting friends that you can read with, or are you just grabbing friends?
I've grabbed my acting friends.
Yeah.
I've used friends before. I've used my mom before. But there's such like a specific kind of thing for these self tapes, and it's great to be. I have a wonderful community. I go to class at the Fourth Wall, so I have a bunch of friends there, acting studio, who are all kind of doing the same thing. So everyone's happy to help each other. So usually just grab one of my acting friends.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty great. I think if you're going to have to do a self tape, better to have somebody there with you. That you
Yes, absolutely,
at least
absolutely.
you're not just reading to air.
Yes, which I have done before. You got to do what you got to do, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
preferable.
100%. What is
Yeah.
what does your family think of your music?
I mean, they say they like it to my face, so yeah, my honestly though, my family's been so supportive and lovely and beautiful. I'm very thankful for them. They they've been seeing me with the band for years now, and they've always been big fans. And my mom and my aunt and a couple of friends came this past weekend, saw me perform as Lovetta for the first time
Oh,
here in
that's awesome.
Nashville. So that was really special. And yeah, and they had lovely things to say. So
Where'd you come up with the name?
so Lovetta, I came across I grew up really loving wolves. I always felt this connection to wolves. I consider the wolf my spirit animal, and so I came across this French word, Lovetta, and it means youthful wolf.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So I found it one place on the internet. So who knows if how much truth is actually behind it. But I also liked the way it sounded, and I didn't really find anybody else musically that had the name. So
No, that's the first time I had heard it. And I'm a big
yeah.
Wolf fan myself, which I know
Ooh, love it.
a little silly, but
Wolf.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there was an episode of The Simpsons where the grandfather gets locked out of the house. So he's outside and he's knocking on the windows and stuff, and he's like, "It's cold and there's wolves." Right? So I was telling you, my wife travels all the time. So years ago, when she'd leave town, I started sending her a picture of a sad wolf. And I was, I was like, the wolves are the wolves are out
It's
here.
cold and the
Yeah,
wolves
it's
are here.
cold in those woods. With that, so that's our thing. So now I don't have to even say anything. I just send a picture of a wolf when she's
Just send a
traveling.
picture of a wolf.
That's our
I
thing.
love that.
Yeah. So
That's
I don't know
amazing.
what that means, but I've always had
Kindred
that little
kindred
connection.
spirits.
Kindred
I
spirit.
love that. Yeah.
I had her. Uh, years ago, I told her I wanted a portrait because she's an artist. Portrait of me on a horse with a
Yeah,
wolf beside me and a
that's
dragon
amazing.
flying
That's
on
my
me.
dreams. I love horses, wolves, and dragons too. Those are my top three creatures.
Well, she hasn't finished it yet, and it's been like 15
Oh my
years. I'm like, you need to drop everything you're doing and finish this painting.
Everything you're doing. This is important. No, I agree. Tell her I think it's important too. And after she's done with yours, she can make mine.
Yeah, that's it. I think it had a falcon too, like flying around,
Beautiful.
or maybe sitting
I
in the
love it.
tree with
So
that.
epic.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told her. I was like, everybody's going to love that.
Yeah, no, this is important.
If she could like set the scene, and then she could just swipe in the person. She could do all.
Yes. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, to stick my face on your body, I'll take that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it'd be like they could do like you know the little things that you used to get where it had the picture and then you had stickers that you could put on to
Yeah,
pull out the picture. Maybe we could do something like that.
perfect. It's brilliant. Flawless.
I don't know that it is, but
I don't know.
anything that I can do to get her to finish the painting. Because she's got all she hadn't even painted yet. She only had it sketched out, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, please
Oh my God.
paint that.
Well, you have to show me when she does finish it.
Oh yeah, because it's going in the studio. It's going up on the wall.
Yeah.
I may have to actually
Please show.
replace this background if I get that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure it won't look pretentious at all with me.
No, not at all. Absolutely not. There's no way.
I mean, I did, I wanted like full some type of medieval type of wear, clothes.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah. Are
look
you
the
wearing
part.
armor?
Yeah, I was thinking armor, or maybe if it's maybe it's wintertime, so I'm more
Yeah.
the
Like a
fur.
fur coat, kind of like
Yeah,
Viking style. Yeah, I like
yeah,
that too.
I know. I think I'm onto something.
Brilliant. I think you are too. I'm a fan.
All right, I'm using you as backup when I'm looking pressure
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
you.
just play her this.
So what's next? What's the plan? The new release, Having a Good Time, comes out next Friday. Friday? Yeah. The
Thursday.
28th.
I think it's a Thursday.
Comes out
28th,
next
yeah.
Thursday, the 28th. But what's after that? What's the plan, going forward?
Music. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep releasing music, keep writing. I'll be touring more, hopefully. So definitely next year, trying to get on the road more, and just doing the thing.
West
Yeah.
Virginia, 5 hours away. Just
Yeah,
saying.
easy. Easy.
Really pretty up here.
Yeah, I'm in.
I will tell you that the drive, at least the drive to Nashville, there's nothing. It's just empty. There's nothing.
Is it?
It's just like hours of nothing and then Nashville.
Yeah, just like no mountains or anything, just like
Oh, there's
long
mountains,
roads.
but there's no signs of civilization.
Yeah,
Going through, it's just scenery, which is kind of
no humans. Yeah,
not a lot of places to stop if you need to.
stop. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But
Pretty
then
drive, not a convenient drive.
not a convenient drive. Pack some snacks if you're going to go.
Yes, pack lots of snacks.
Well, so Lovetta, a couple of things before we wrap up. I think we've touched on anything, but how about on the acting side? Anything that you've been working on that we can keep an eye out for?
Mostly on the acting side, I've just been kind of working on writing and producing my own things. So I'm in post-production, a short film I worked on called Stars of New Mexico.
Yeah.
And then a pilot that I'm working on called Sad Sex Lives. So those are both in post-production. And I'm just working on my
Is the pilot,
screenwriting.
is it going to be a comedy?
Yes, yes. It was a comedy about three women who are struggling with their sex lives and they end up at a sex retreat. Pretty funny.
I would think that the opportunities for humor are a lot with that.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. That's what we were thinking of. I have amazing, I wish I could list all my people, but amazing people on both projects. I feel very lucky and blessed. A lot
Yeah,
of them
when you get one of those done, you got to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, because that's how exciting. Will you
Yeah.
I'm assuming you will act in it. Are you going to direct as well?
Yes. Well, they're in post-production. So, for The Stars of New Mexico, I wrote it and I produced it and I acted in it. My dear friend Kyle Rankin directed it. And for Sad Sex Lives, I co-directed it with another dear friend of mine named Chelsea Fuller. And that one I produced and acted in and wrote as well. Came up with the concept with another couple of my friends. A lot of these people are from the studio, so it's really like being on set with my friends who are just like insanely talented and know what they're doing is just my bliss.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
not
it.
terrible. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's so fun. It is my absolute favorite thing to do.
I think it'd be more fun if you weren't directing, because then you wouldn't
Yeah,
stress as much. You let somebody else worry about that stuff.
fair. Yeah, no, definitely. There's a lot of kind of moving pieces that go along with it. And yeah, directing and assistant directing. My boyfriend he's a lovely actor and assistant director as well.
Oh,
So
good.
he's assistant directed on both of those, and he kind of had the hard job of just wrangling everybody and making sure everybody stayed on
Assistant
time. And
director, I think, may be the hardest job,
oh yeah, absolutely.
because you're a people wrangler.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. You're just managing everything. I'm very impressed with his ability to do it. I tried it one time and I was like, nope, not for me. It's not how my brain works.
Yeah, I get that. If you're not set up, for the kind of the ins and outs of a position, find something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely. And it's
everybody's
cool.
brain works different.
Yes, absolutely. And it's cool to try. It's cool to try different things and kind of, be like, yes, I love this. Maybe I'll let somebody else with these
Right.
strengths, handle this side of it. So
Well, Lovetta, this has been awesome. Thank you so much.
absolutely.
The song's terrific. It's having a good time. Comes out next Thursday, the 28th. Can't wait. I got
Thank you.
the what do you call it? The pre-listening before it's
Yes.
out.
You got
Yeah.
the
So I
in.
know how good it is.
Yeah.
Everybody else will find out next week.
Amazing. Yes. Thank you so much for having me. I loved chatting about horses and dragons and wolves with you. And uh, we'll have to do it again sometime.
Absolutely. Hopefully the next time we talk, I'm going to have the painting behind me.
Yes, it's a must, and it'll be your background, and I will scream with excitement.
Okay. So last thing before we wrap up, where can we find you on social media?
Um, I'm trying, I'm trying to think of what my Instagram handle is. I think it's just Lovetta Music on Instagram.
I think
And
that's
then,
right. I believe that's right.
okay, yeah, yeah, Lovetta Music on Instagram. And then my website is, I think, iamlovettamusic.com.
Yeah.
And that has
You
all my
you've
my
got a
shows
you got
and
a YouTube channel too.
yes, I got a YouTube channel. Anywhere you kind of type in Lovetta Music, I'll be there.
How about
So
TikTok? Are you
definitely,
doing TikTok yet?
I am doing the TikTok. I am working on figuring out TikTok. It
It's
is
hard.
it's hard. It's fun, but it's hard. So, but yes, I am on TikTok. Um, so definitely follow me there as well. Just Lovetta Music.
Yeah. Yeah. TikTok, there's so many talented people in there, but
I know.
I'm always impressed more with the quality of what they're putting out
Yes.
there. I'm like, how are they doing
It's
that?
it's crazy. It's crazy. I know, as even as like a filmmaker, I'm like, I don't know how
I
how
know.
they're doing this. Like, yeah, crazy.
Well, Lovetta, let's do it again. Let's plan again.
Yes.
And please let me know how it goes with the song. I know it's going to go good though. I absolutely loved it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and I appreciate you having me. And I look forward to next time.
Yeah, of course. Okay, hold on one second. That was the talented Lovetta. I hope you enjoyed that. Her voice is amazing. So please check out the new single coming out next Thursday. And also you might want to go and look up the band Roanoke. Really, the music is really, really good. It's a little different style for the band as opposed to Lovetta as the solo artist, but both of them really, really good. So the single is called "Having a Good Time." It's her second single as a solo artist. The first was "Gravity," and we should be getting the video for "Gravity" coming out very soon if it's not out already. The video is really well done. You can tell she's had some acting training because she's pretty good. And the movie that I saw her in, she's a talented actress as well. She just really does a terrific job on the acting side. So she, in my opinion, she could make a career out of acting, but her voice is so good, it'd be difficult not to take advantage of the musical side. She's just really talented. Thank you for tuning in again with us this week. If you happen to be finding us for the first time, love to have your support. It's easy, it's free. You know, if you prefer to watch, our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. Would love for you just to hit that subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, really helps us out. Today we put out episode 660, and you can find all of those audio and video on our website, meistercon.com. So please check us out there. It'll let you know anything that we have going on. If we're doing anything in studio, if we're going on location, covering a convention, anything that we have going on, maybe going to a Lovetta concert, it'll be on the website, meistercon.com. Thank you guys so much. Till next time. Bye, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm once again here to ask for your support. It's been a big year for the Two Opinionated podcast. Back in February, we got to live out a dream, moderate for William Shatner here in our hometown. In May, we passed 100,000 downloads on our YouTube channel, and we followed that up in June with 50,000 downloads on the audio side. We recently posted our 600th episode, which is pretty good volume for just a father and son operation. You know, not too many podcasts can keep that volume up. We've been doing this now for 4.5 years, 600 plus episodes. We recently hit 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, which is a really big deal for us because we've always gotten the views, but have struggled to get people to subscribe. So that 1,000 was a big deal for us. And best of all, we were recently named one of the top podcasts on IMDb, which is the entertainment database. You know, those that are ahead of us, we came in at number 82. Those that are ahead of us are bigger companies like Disney, mostly Marvel, and Joe Rogan, that type of podcast. So for us, being just a small West Virginia father and son podcast, to be in the top 100 out of 15 million, it's a pretty big deal for us. So thank you for everything you've done for us so far. Got a couple little ways, though, that you can help us, and they're free, and they're really easy. If you haven't checked out our YouTube channel yet, please go to YouTube. It's under MeisterCon Pod. Just hit subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, really helps us a ton. And maybe even more important, if you could go to IMDb, imdb.com, look up the Two Opinionated podcast, and just look around the page. Just having that traffic on the page really helps us out. So that's a couple easy ways that you can support us, even if you're not listening or watching all of the time. And we want you to listen and watch, because I think that our guest list, I would put up against anybody, any other show, podcast, anybody out there. I think our guest list holds up. So please check us out. You probably will find somebody that you like, or maybe somebody that you didn't know you liked, but kind of discovered them on there. There's tons of that. If you're into music, we have that too. If you like books, we've got authors on there. If you're more into what goes on behind the scenes in the entertainment world, you know, we've got producers, directors, video artists, anything you can think of that happens behind the scenes, we've had them on the show. So definitely check us out. Thank you guys so much. Until next time. Bye, everybody.